Hello, in this lesson I'm going to go over the no particle for marking possessions, as well as a few extra uses that will be useful to know at this level. You might not need to use them, but I'm just going to give you a few extra notes. I'm also going to kind of simplify this particle because there is so many easy ways or easier ways of putting this that some of the textbooks just miss out. If you want to look at class notes before or after the class, you're welcome to go to my website, pocketjapanese.com. You can find all of my notes on there. And if you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing. It really helps out my channel, especially because it's just a little channel and I'm trying to grow it. Thank you very much. Let's go. The not particle is used to mark possession. In the most simple form, this means to say my pen or Ben's bag. For example, John no pen des. It is John's pen. John no pen. John's pen. John no pen des. It is John's pen. Example number 2. Anna no inu des. It is Anna's dog. Anna no inu. Anna's dog. I'm sorry if you can hear my dog snoring in the background, by the way. I've just realized how loud she's snoring. So, Anna no inu des. It is Anna's dog. Anna no inu. Anna's dog. It translates really well to an apostrophe S. So when I say it translates very well to an apostrophe S, I mean we literally have John and then this little no particle in there. This no can make the apostrophe S. John's pen. It is John's pen. John's pen, it is. John no pen, it is. Des. John no pen des. John's pen, it is. Anna no inu. Anna's dog. Anna no inu des. If we think of it as an apostrophe S, you're not going to mix the nouns around. You're not going to accidentally say inu no Anna, because otherwise you'd be saying dog's Anna. Let's look at a few words that don't become apostrophe S though. Watashi no becomes my. That is how we say the possession form of I in English. Watashi no my. Anata no your. We don't say use, we say your. Kare no his. We don't say he's, we say his. Kanojo no, we don't say she's, we say her. Because eyes just doesn't sound quite right when we try and translate it. Okay, let's have a go at some of these sentences. I'm going to read the sentence to you. You're also welcome to read along, or you can just do this as listening practice. And then I'm going to give you 3 seconds or so to translate in your head, and I'm going to reveal the answer. If you need some extra time, just pause. Okay, let's go. Anata no neko desu ka? Anata no neko desu ka? Is it your cat? Anata no yours. Neko desu ka? Cat is cat. It is a cat. So anata no neko desu ka? Is it your cat? We got the ka particle on there, changing the sentence. Anata no neko desu. It is your cat into a question. Anata no neko desu ka? Is it your cat? Second one. I'm just going to mention now, Reira is a name Layla. Reira no enpitsu desu ka? Reira no enpitsu desu ka? Is it Layla's pencil? Reira no enpitsu. Layla's pencil. Reira no enpitsu desu ka? Is it Layla's pencil? We got the ka particle on the end there, making it into a question. And finally, I've got a few kanji on here. If you're on the website, you can click on the words and you can see it romanized. But these are just kind of common kanji and I like to put them in quite early. Okay, daigakusei no hon desu. Daigakusei no hon desu. It is the university student's book. Daigakusei no hon, university student. Daigakusei no, university students. Hon, book. If you found this word hard or you've not done this word before, please go to my website. I have a vocabulary list for every single lesson, and it will probably help with the lessons and following along. Okay, of/of the. When apostrophe S doesn't sound quite right. So when it doesn't sound quite right, you can try looking at no as of or of the. For example, 私は日本大学の学生です。私は I 日本大学 Japan University. I made the university up, I think. I don't think there's one called Japan University. There could be 日本大学 Japan University no, so Japan Universities 学生 student です。I've seen a mix of this. I've seen a lot of books do translate it to of/of the, mainly because that's kind of how we would say it in English. There's just a few examples where trying to translate it to an apostrophe S will not quite make the perfect sentence in English. It's not going to go well. This is where you kind of need to decide how you want to translate it. People will find it easier to say, I'm Japan University student, because that is a bit more like the Japanese sentence. Other people will need it translated a bit more to English and say, I'm a student of Japan University. This depends a lot on you as a person. I can't give you the correct answer. So I am a student of Japan University. The problem with of/of the is that you need to change the sentence structuring around in your head a tiny bit. As you can see, 日本大学の学生 Japan University's student. The English sentence is different, student of Japan University. That is why I'm not the biggest fan of this one, but again, you will just come across some situations where it's going to sound a lot better translated to student of Japan University. And on top of that, if you're eventually planning on going into translation or something, you're going to want to translate it in a way that suits English. And in this case, it'll be student of Japan University, not Japan University's student. Bonus grammar. This one is super important. I rarely see this explained anywhere. It was something that really bothered me for a long time because I didn't know what it meant. Probably could have looked it up. Maybe I did look it up and I just couldn't find the right word for it. Generally, when a noun is describing a noun, we chuck a no in between. For example, 日本語の本です. It is a Japanese book. So we're not going to say 日本語本です. I would know what you mean by 日本語本です. It's fine. But to be grammatically correct, we want a no in between there. A no in between there. This is a rule. However, there's numerous exceptions, and you're just going to have to learn as we go along. For example, you can say, or you do say, 日本人 for Japanese person, not 日本の人. Even though 日本 is describing the kind of person, it is 日本人, not 日本の人. You'll pick up exceptions as we're studying and consuming content. We cover a lot of kanji and grammar in this course, so choose a sustainable pace. Basically, just be sustainable at the pace you can go at. There's a lot of little rules and things like that. I recommend just using it as you see it. Like, use these words as you see it. If what you're seeing all the time is 日本語の本, then say 日本語の本. If you're seeing 日本語の学生, then say 日本語の学生. If you're never seeing 日本の人, then do not use 日本の人. Okay? So basically the reason I put this grammar in here is because I used to translate things as like 英語の辞書 as dictionary of English. This is where I was using like the of translation, because English's dictionary just didn't sound correct to me. However, now I see it as English dictionary with a no marking the noun describing a noun relationship. This sounds so much better to me, like genuinely so much better to me, because why would it be English's dictionary? It didn't belong to England, you get it? But it does make sense if we've got like a no describing a noun with a noun describing another noun with a no in between. I've introduced this rule really early. I don't really see a lot of books and things like that describing it this early. So don't worry if you can't use it correctly or like at all. It's just so you know they exist. Like this is what's happening when you see these no particles in between two nouns. It's also really common for a lot of my students to be like, what is a noun? If you're an English speaker and you have or a native English speaker, and you have not studied other languages, there is a high chance you're like, I have not even thought about what a noun is since school, since like I was 10 years old or something. This is so common, like really, really common. So do not worry about it too much. You will pick this stuff up as you go along. I actually do recommend studying it a tiny bit. It'll make your life a lot easier because learning Japanese is a lot of being like, where is the verb? Where is the noun? We attach this to the verb. One more thing. So last part of the lesson, similar to an apostrophe S in English, we can use the no particle to say it's John's without repeating the noun. So for example, 本は先生のですか? Is it the teacher's book? So 本は先生のですか? So as for the book, 先生の the teacher's, is it ですか? いいえ、私のです. No, it's mine. 私の my, in this case mine, です is. 日本語の本はレイラのですか? Is the Japanese book Layla's? 日本語の本 Japanese book レイラの Layla's ですか? Is it? Remember, des always goes at the end. Ka goes after des though. はい Yes レイラのです Layla's It is レイラの Layla's Layla apostrophe S Layla's It is. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, please ask them in the comments. And I will see you in a few days with a new grammar video.